The opinions and views expressed in the following program are those of the speakers and the host, and do not necessarily reflect those of Yoakley Scott Corporation and your sports network.
Yeah, I've been closer to Jesus before, so can you help me out? Oh, can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? But can you help me out? Am I on my own? Am I on my own? Or can you help me out? Can you help me out? I've been scared to look in my soul. I've been afraid I would follow the road. Yeah, afraid of the things I've been told.
Hello, everybody. Welcome inside a Tuesday episode of Running Point on ysnlive.com. Anthony Hartwig with you, your host, your guide to the galaxy and far beyond. This is brought to you, as always, by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austin Town. I'm going to put their logo in the top right-hand corner so you know where to go if you are in the market for a new or used vehicle. You don't want to go anywhere other than Greenwood Chevrolet in Austin Town. They go the extra mile for you. We try to do the same here on this show every single day, and we're going full on this show, right? We have two player profiles, not one, but two to feature because Austin Town Fitch has a pretty big game tonight against the reigning state champion in Division II, NDCL. They moved up to Division I this year, and they played Austin Town Fitch earlier in the season. Fitch won a thriller in 5 sets. What's going to happen this time around? A lot more on the line, obviously. District semifinals. That one will be up in Akron North High School, and we got 2 Fitch player profiles to feature today. Both of them seniors, as Jordan Smith and Afton Roby both talked to Ty Bartell a little bit earlier on in the week, and we are going to hear from them a little bit later on in the show. We're also, of course, going to recap the wonderful action that happened last night. We had tournament soccer, some surprises, some heartbreakers, some teams we have to say goodbye to, and some teams that are moving on to district championships. So we'll get to that as well. As the preview of tonight, all the games that are happening tonight, we have one volleyball game on the network. It's Lisbon, thanks to the wonderful sponsorship of R.L. Craig. Lisbon will once again be featured on ysnlive.com as a live tournament broadcast. They're going into the district semifinals tonight against Open Door Christian. Ty Bartell will be in Olmsted Falls, I believe, to have that call between Lisbon and Open Door Christian. Funny because they were just at Open Door Christian for the sectionals, and now they play where they were at, but obviously you have to go to a neutral site for districts. So that's going to be fun. And then also, obviously, all the other Division I and Division IV district semifinals are tonight. Divisions 2 and 3 will be tomorrow. And then the championship games that are Divisions 1 and 4 will be on Thursday. And the championship games for Divisions 2 and 3 will be on Saturday. So by the end of the weekend, we will have regionals set in volleyball. We are moving fast. And we'll also have a lot of regional set in soccer as well by the end of the weekend. So we're getting into the nitty-gritty. This is when the great teams kind of show themselves and rise to the occasion. Before we get to the recap of last night, though, and all the fun, I do want to just give a quick shout-out to everyone that made last night's playoff preview show for football a success. Man, was it just an awesome thing to be a part of. We had 21 coaches all get interviewed within the span of about 2 hours-ish, 2.5, somewhere around there. And it was just a great accomplishment. DJ Yoakley, Chris Sigler, Mike Ackelson, Sam Torres all did a wonderful job organizing it, stepping up to the plate, taking their Monday night and spending 2.5 hours on a show. We all did our chunk of interviews. One of the things that I love that I said on the show, I love seeing everyone interviewing in the same place, because usually we're all out doing our own shows. DJ's got the South Range show, the Fitz show that he does, and the Canfield show, and he does a great job. And Sam Torres has his 440 show every Wednesday night where he interviews players from Ashtabula County. Chris Ziegler fills in for shows. He's going to be on WFMJ tonight. Things like that. But then we all get to come together. We all get to see each other do interviews. And that was really cool to not be all separated and all be on the same show, and to be able to kind of see firsthand what our different interview styles are, and how we're all brought our own personality. That was really fun. So thank you to every single coach that came on, and the ones that were patient, that waited in the green room to get their interview done. We appreciate it. Like I said, 21 different coaches took time out of their Monday night to come on and be interviewed by us, and we couldn't do anything without them. So, as much as people want to, give praise to YSN, at the same time, it's like, hey, if the coaches said no, we wouldn't have the show, right? So we want to give a lot of shout outs and praises to the coaches that gave up their time to be a part of that show. Hope you made it. Hope you were able to watch. If you can, I'm sure you can go to our Facebook and still hit play and watch the replay of it. So really fun time. And 33 different football programs are in the playoffs in the YSN family. 21 got interviewed last night. Really fun time. Let's jump into the scoreboard on ysnlive.com, which is always brought to you and presented by Burnett Pool Spas and Hot Tubs. Going to scroll up so you can see their logo right there. The YSN scoreboard is a wonderful tool for our fans, whether you're at a game in person or maybe you're just watching one of our broadcasts. Either way, you don't want to take your eyes off the action for too long. And with the YSN scoreboard, it's really easy to hop on your phone or tablet or laptop and go to ysnlive.com/scores. And this is a live updated scoreboard. You don't have to wait till midnight for the finals to come in. We try to keep this as live updated as possible, especially on Friday nights when we have a team of people that are just in the same room working together for the scoreboard. So you can depend on the fact that this scoreboard is usually live updated as much as possible, and we try to do a fantastic job with that. Girls soccer, these were district semifinals last night. Crestview and Badger played a heck of a game, but Badger, they come out on top 4-3, the final score there. Tough one for Boardman, as they had a couple of upsets before this, but they could not upset Hudson. 8-0, the final score there. We go to Orange. They get beat by Bay Village Bay, who we all know is a soccer powerhouse, and then they win 8-0 in that one. This is the shocker. Alliance takes down their conference champions. 10 straight EBC championships for West Branch, but finally one of their league opponents gets a little bit of revenge, knocks them out of the district tournament. Alliance upsets West Branch 1-0. What an incredible season the Warriors had. I want to commend them on everything they've been able to do. And we've loved watching all of them play. We know that their program will continue to show success and not let this minor setback define the rest of their program's future. So can't wait to see everyone back next year. And also to the athletes that play basketball and softball, good luck the rest of your or track or track, basketball or track, or softball, whatever you play in the future. We wish you the best of luck in the rest of your sports career this season at West Branch. Champion took care of Lakeview 6-1. I thought this might be closer. I know Lakeview's a very talented team. They had battles with Poland, but they just could not slow down the Champion offense. Maylee Nadowd had a hat trick. Taylor Kuhn had a goal as well. They just couldn't do anything to stop the offensive Champion, and that's been the motto of the season for the Flashes. They have outscored their opponents by way more than 80 goals this season, and they continue to go undefeated as they go into the district championship. Who will they play? Well, they'll play Poland. Sofia Generalovic had a hat trick for Poland. as they win 4-1 over Springfield. This is the third consecutive district championship game for Poland girls soccer. We all know last year they went to the regional finals and fell. So they're trying to get back to those regional finals, take the next step, and get themselves into state. Archbishop Hoban, they got the win over Gilmore Academy. That's impressive because Gilmore Academy is just known for these ancillary sports, these ones that are the non-football sports, the Olympic sports at Gilmore Academy. They are known for excelling at them, and to get a win over Gilmore is really impressive. 1-0. Hoban is moving on. They'll go to the district championship. And we don't forget about those teams on the far right. We just want to do the first three columns and then scroll over to the right. So we'll go so you can see the scores over here. Canfield dominating over West Geauga. They're still Canfield. They're still rolling 8-0 the final there. Canfield goes on to the district championship. And then Mooney, after upsetting Warren JFK last week, they fall in a tough one to Berlin Highland, 1-0. Heartbreaker for Mooney, but congratulations on a wonderful season, especially that big tournament win against Warren JFK, who were pretty heavy favorites in that bracket. So the fact that Mooney gets that win, that'll be something that those players never forget. So congratulations to the Cardinals on a great season and a great run. And, man, you gave Berlin Highland everything they could handle, especially on the defensive side. Just could not get the offense going, and they fall 1-0 to Berlin Highland. And that's kind of it. But as we go on to the tournament, the scores and the games wind down as we have less and less games. District championships are now set in girls soccer. We will go from there. We're going to take, you know what? Let's not take a break. Let's go to our first player profile. This made an executive decision. And then we'll take a break and go to our second one. How's that sound? So here, with Ty Bartell, we're going to go to our first fifth player profile. Senior Afton Roby, as the Falcons once again get ready for a big matchup tonight in Akron North High School for the district semifinals against Notre Dame Cathedral Latin.
What's up, everybody? Ty Bartell in with another edition of Player Profile. This time we go back into the Austintown community with their middle, Afton Roby, senior middle, I should say. Afton, how are we doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad, and you're not doing too bad on the season either. You're one of the top kill getters on the team, and you're doing it from the middle. Phenomenal hitting percentage, phenomenal kill percentage. Talk about the work you put into this senior season and the success you're seeing on the floor.
I mean, like, all of my seasons, it's just been, like, a lot of hard work. Like, my sophomore year, my hitting percentage wasn't very good, and I was like it was like that's like one of my biggest goals is just to have like a really good hitting percentage because I know you can't get set as much in the middle. So I feel like that's like the biggest thing I could work on. So yeah.
We talk about you having success on the court personally, but team success too. I think every season you've been a part of this team, you guys have won a conference championship. I don't think you know anything other than conference championships. What does it mean to be on a team that started that kind of success train and be able to keep it rolling each and every year you came back?
It means a lot, and I know it meant a lot my sophomore year, especially because that was the first time like we actually beat every single team. Because I know they split with Canfield my freshman year, but it means a lot. It shows that we work hard, and I enjoy like that our program just keeps getting better and better.
You talk about the wins against the AAC. You guys just captured your 24th consecutive win against the conference with that win against Howland. Is that a streak that is well known throughout the team, and is it one that you guys talk about wanting to keep going?
Yeah, it is. I feel like we're really like positive when it comes to doing that, but we know that we have to still work hard.
Talking about power of positivity too, your cousin Morgan Roby is one of those that always seems to be a super positive player on any team that she's on. What's it like having her on the team with you again this season too, and be able to both have those starting roles, such big roles on this team?
It means a lot because she makes me laugh, and it's just like it makes like the court, like being on the court, a lot more fun. Like being able to have that person that you can laugh with. And yeah, it's really exciting that I get to play with her this year.
A lot of excitement over the last few seasons, and you've had a lot of great coaching helping you out along the way. Every season's special for different reasons, but when you talk about this particular season, this group of girls too, I might have asked you this before previous this season, but what about this season is so special to you?
Well, in past seasons, like I got to play with my best friends, but like this season, it just feels different because it feels like when I'm playing on the court with them that I'm just like they're all my best friends. Like I feel like I'm equally close with all of them, and I just feel like we have like a really great bond. And like also, Coach Herb adds a lot of like energy to the court too, like having her this year, which helps a lot.
What's some of your favorite memories from this season? Favorite match or memory in general?
Um, well, all the bus rides are always great memories, and, I think that, beating Highland this year, like, in 3 meant a lot because usually, we don't, and it meant a lot to finally beat them.
Get up there and get that big win, no doubt. Looking
Yeah.
at your entire volleyball story, I kind of want to turn back a few pages and go to that first chapter. Where did this volleyball journey start? What's some of your earliest memories in the sport?
I in 6th grade, I was a manager for the volleyball teams, and I did, like, their little camps that they had, so that's really when I started to play, and then I played 7th and 8th grade and all of high school.
What kind of just like piqued your interest to start as a manager and then keep on going into being a player and now where you are today?
I've always liked volleyball and I always knew I wanted to try it. And then also like my friends, they also played it, so that kind of got me into it. But I played other sports, but as I got into high school, I realized volleyball is what I really loved.
Were there some big players that you kind of looked up to, tried to maybe emulate some of their skills, some of the way they approach the game, maybe, or that you just got a chance to maybe even play with it as you grew up?
I mean, I just know my freshman year, I looked up to everyone that played varsity. I thought, "Oh my gosh, like how do they even play like that?" And then I played club at Nova Volleyball, and they increased, like, my ability to play by so much, and, like, it was, like, crazy how I went from, like, freshman team to being able to play varsity, so, um, that was really great, and I just always looked up to, like, people I played, like, just even now, like, I'll play people, like, at tournaments and stuff, and, I'll just see, like, great middles that can put the ball in. I'm like, "Wow." I just
You talk about the confidence in this sport and the confidence you have in yourself, and like most sports too, volleyball is very much in the confidence you have in yourself. I'm sure you would agree in that. What is the things you had to do to kind of that help build your confidence in your sport and your ability in the sport?
um My biggest thing was just telling myself, like, even if I was struggling, if I were to just tell myself that I can do something, then it just happened. Like, that's, like, my biggest thing. Like, if you're telling yourself when you're back to serve or, like, when you're about to do something that you can't do it, then you're not going to.
You always got to be able to lean on yourself, no doubt, but it's also nice to have others to lean on. And I know you have a loud and proud family in those stands too, and they are not afraid to show it. What's that like knowing that you always have someone having your back at these matches too, and you could hear them cheering you on from those stands?
I love just having my family there for me. Like, my mom and dad, they almost never miss a game, and then same thing with my nana and papa. And they my papa is so loud, like, everyone knows he's there, like, you can hear him, and that's, like, my like, people be like, maybe it might be embarrassment, but I just love it, like, I'll just hear papa, like, yelling the most random things, and I'm just like, I just love that support.
Oh, I love it too. I sit a couple seats away from him too, so I get a front row action to all of it too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the support that you get. You're having a very successful season too, and you talked about Coach Herberger coming in as the coach this year, and she brought some new things to the team, and I mean it's working. It's continued the success for this program, which I think is what everyone wanted. When you talk about Coach Herberger as a coach and what she's done for you in this season you've had with her, what are some things that really come to mind?
Um, I think, like, she just brings, like, a lot of good energy, like, positive energy, and, I feel like that really helps because it brings, like, more energy when we're playing too, like, you could see her over there cheering, and it makes you wanna cheer, and, like, she's always trying to help, and, like, she just does anything that she can, and it's also, like, new, like I feel like we learn new things doing the different drills at practice and stuff based because it is a new coach, and I just think that helps a lot.
Might not be just Coach Herberger too. It could be any coach, any really mind that's kind of helped shape your career. But what's some really good advice or maybe something impactful someone said to you that's kind of stuck with you or helped you out throughout your volleyball career or even in life?
Um, I don't know, I mean, like, I feel like you hear this everywhere, but just to, never, tell yourself that you can't do something because, um, like, my freshman year again, like, I never thought that it would come that soon that I would be able to play varsity, and it did, and, like, telling yourself that you can and, like, working for it is, like, really all that you could do.
We talked about the early chapters. We're coming into the concluding chapter of this regular season with this matchup against Marlington. It's your last regular season matchup. Then you hit the ground running for your final tournament of the high school career. What's the feelings like going into it, wrapping everything up? I know you had your senior night against Canfield. What was some of those memories and just some of those feelings like going into the tail end of this season?
It's really bittersweet, like, I remember at the beginning of the season, like, thinking about, "Oh my gosh, like, we're gonna have a senior night, it feels so far away," and then it was, like, there, like, so fast, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." So that means, like, the end of the season is coming, and now it's here, and, like, just, like, going into tournament, I just wish, like I just wanna have fun, like, I want everyone to enjoy themselves, but I also just want to, like, put out everything that I can because I know that it could always be my last game.
I personally have loved watching your development over the last few years and what you have put into your game personally too. You talk about going into your future years as well. What does the future hold for Afton Roby? What are some plans or some goals for you after this high school volleyball chapter concludes?
I'm still undecided with a lot of things, but I know I either wanna be a vet because that's always, like, interested me, and or I would like to be, like, a realtor because I like I don't know, I just like decorating and stuff, and I like looking at homes, so
So go down one of those paths too. We're rooting for you in whatever you do with one of those paths, no doubt. Looking at you as a player, we've gotten a pretty good sense of where that is. I want to know a little bit more about Afton Roby, the person. And I mean, you've been in Austintown these last 4 years. What's some of the favorite hangout spots in the area for you and your friends?
Um, favorite hangout spots,
Is there a spot or is it just each other's house? Because I feel like that's also one of the favorite answers as well.
yeah, probably, like, our houses, and, like, sometimes we'll go to, like, Chippers and just, uh, like play golf for fun, or I mean, everyone goes to Sheetz, so we'll do that a lot, and yeah.
Who's the best out of the golfers out of that group of friends who's rocking it at Chippers?
Literally none of us are good at golfing, like,
Well,
we
I
could
guess the better question, who's the worst then? Who's the absolute worst out of the group?
probably me, like, I can never even hit the ball, like,
You're more of the volleyball type, not the golf ball
literally.
type for that. You talked about sheets, and I know MTO is like everyone's favorite thing, and I mean, you can get it any time of the day. What's the go-to order there?
I always get, like, the sampler, and I get, like, cheese curds, mozzarella sticks, and mac and cheese bites.
You're on the same page as me with that. You know, everyone knows about that too. It must be an Austin Town special, no doubt.
Yeah.
After when you look at the MTO orders and everything that you've got out for sheets too, I mean, it's part of the Austin Town culture. And the other parts of the Austin Town culture is that family aspect, that real sense of everyone's there for each other too. And I mean, you've been a great leader this year and exemplifying that. You also have actual family on the team. But when you talk about advice to that younger group of players coming up to knowing that what Austintown is, what it means, what's some advice you give to them?
Um, just, um, always be confident in yourself and always work hard, and great things will come to you.
As you look at your career personally, you look at everything that you've done for this program and what we are continuing to hope you can do for this program and in your future. One final question for you, Afton. When you look at your career, your family, everything that you've done for this program, what has been your favorite thing about Austintown Fitch Volleyball?
My favorite thing is just that No matter like what team it is, like no matter like where you are, it's just you always have like a special bond. Like even throughout like from freshman to varsity, like everyone just has a special bond and it means a lot.
All right, Afton, before we let you go, I would be remiss without letting you thank those supporters that have been there for you and just give them a shout out before we conclude this.
I'll thank my parents and my grandparents and my friends and all my teammates and like all my club teammates and my club coaches and Coach Herb, Coach Bartlett, and every other coach that I've had.
Well, Afton, like we said, we continue to root for you. We wish you the best of luck for the rest of this season, the postseason, and the rest of your life as well, as this has been a very special edition of Player Profile with the Austintown Fitch Middle, Afton Roby.
Afton Roby, as Ty Bartel just said, with Austintown Fitch, his senior middle blocker there. Great middle blocker. I've loved watching her development over the years because you look at it like a couple years ago, it was obviously Jocelyn Jordan in the middle, and then they moved her to outside, and that was kind of Afton's open door to start to be in the middle of that offense, and she took that opportunity and ran with it, and she was one of the big reasons why Coach Bartlett back then was able to say, hey, Jocelyn Jordan, we're going to move you to the outside because they had other middles that they could go to and have success with. So Afton Roby has done a wonderful job stepping into that role and now excelling at that role. She's one of the best middles we have on the network. That's far none. I think the stats would back you up on that. And she's just a fantastic middle blocker. Moves along the net pretty dang well. And the other thing about her offense is obviously you got to give a lot of credit to Austintown Fitch's ball control and their ability to pass out of the back row, because if you're out of system a lot, you're usually not setting your middle. Middle blockers are just they're set when you're in system. They're not out of system sets. So the fact that Austintown Fitch is in system more than most is another reason why she's able to get involved in the offense quite a bit. So what a great interview. I want to thank Ty Bartel. He's getting some screen time today. You gotta love it. The old co-host of Running Point making a kind of a glorious return to the show. So we're gonna take a break. When we come back on Running Point, we'll have another one with Ty as he talked to another Fitch senior, Jordan Smith. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back on Running Point. As always, we are brought to you by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa and I'm YN proud.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free. 100% love, I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
And it's just a great feeling to put them in a vehicle and get them all excited about a new vehicle.
At the end of the day, our goal is to be someone our customers can count on.
And every day I'll go the extra mile for the community so they can trust us.
To do anything that would convenience the customer or make them feel more at home.
Realizing, number one, that we're here for them and that we're not going to go away.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
And welcome back to Running Point on YSNLive.com, brought to you as always by our good friends that you just heard from in that commercial break, Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown. You know what else is in Austintown? A pretty dang good volleyball team with a couple of dang good senior leaders, and Ty Bartell had a chance to talk with Afton Roby, who we had on before the commercial break, and now we are going to feature a player profile with another Fitch senior in Jordan Smith, also with Ty Bartell, as Fitch once again gets ready for a district semifinal tonight against Notre Dame Cathedral Latin. They beat the Lions in a 5-set thriller earlier this season in Austintown. This one in a neutral site, a lot more on the line. It's going to be a good one. Akron North is the site. And here's Ty Bartell with another great senior out of Austintown Fitch, Jordan Smith.
Ty Bartell with a very special player profile as we go into the Falcons' nest of the Austintown Fitch High School community. With their volleyball team, one of the senior captains, Jordan Smith, joins today. And Jordan, how are you doing today, I guess, first and foremost? Let's start there.
I'm good. Yesterday we took a loss, but I'm not letting it affect how I'm feeling today. I'm ready for practice. I'm ready to go into it.
When you look at this season, though, Jordan, it's been a great season for you. 255 plus kills for you now on the year. I think you rank in the top 25 in Division I as far as that stat category is concerned. And I saw you build from going to junior varsity to varsity, and you just continue to get better, continue to put work into your craft. Talk about your journey getting to where you are now and just seeing it all pan out.
It's been a long journey. I don't think anyone really realizes how long it's been for me. My dad and I were actually just talking about that on my senior night. I know going into my freshman year, one of my goals was to make varsity. I ended up on freshman my freshman year. And then my sophomore year, I went into junior varsity. And I feel like even those 2 years were just very detrimental to who I am today as a player. And it's just taught me to work hard and keep pushing towards my goals.
And so I feel like it was a good experience to play on those lower level teams. And now playing at varsity, it's everything I could have hoped for. I just love the intensity of it. I love playing with my teammates and just great players around the whole state. Just love it.
And I love the way that you speak so highly of your teammates as well too, and you speak so confidently as well when you're on the court. When it came to be your time too, your senior year, you're elected one of the captains. You had to step in the role of being a leader too. What was that experience like for you? And I guess what was your leadership style, and how did you step into that role so confidently?
I always knew that this would be the year that I had to step up, especially with Jocelyn Jordan leaving. She was a great role model for what a leader should be and what a teammate should be. And that's what I wanted to be for my teammates. I'm a very positive person, so I think I bring that to the table, just really checking in on my teammates, whether it's on the court or off the court. I'm constantly just trying to be a positive light and really help everyone be the best that they can.
Before we keep going forward chapters, I want to rewind it real quick to the first chapter. Where did this volleyball journey begin for you? I mean, I know I saw you in the junior varsity and the freshman ranks, but I gotta figure it might have at least an interest was piqued prior to that.
Yeah, I actually started in 7th grade. 2 weeks before my tryouts. I didn't go to a single open gym. I was like, Dad, I think I'm gonna go try out for volleyball. And my dad, he played sand. So he was like, okay, I think you should go for it. And he was actually my coach all the way up until my senior year. So I think he helped kind of spark that little light in me for volleyball. And as soon as I stepped out on the court, I fell in love with it.
It sounds like your dad has played a huge role in this whole volleyball journey, and I see him. I get a chance to talk with him at all your games. I don't know if he misses any at all. So, I mean, how has that been having him there? And I mean, I guess I didn't even know he played sand volleyball. So having that experience, I know it's a little bit different sand to court, but I mean, still, that mind I'm sure is great to have right there in the house all the time.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. I think he's been great just being in touch with me mentally too, checking in on me that way. I know there was a couple times where I was like, Dad, I don't know if my hard work's gonna pay off. I don't know. And like he just kept me going. He's constantly been like, Jordan, keep pushing, your hard work's gonna pay off. Like he's just really pushed me, and I think he's made me the player I am today, honestly. He hasn't missed a game, I think, since my 7th grade year. He comes to everything. He's just very involved, and I couldn't be happier to have someone like that.
Looking at your volleyball career into this point, it's been great to see, and hard work does pay off, as you can see. Every team is unique year in and year out. What it about this team is so unique and so special playing with this group?
I can't say enough about this team. I think the team chemistry that we have is just amazing. Everyone wants to see the player next to them succeed. Everyone just wants to see you go far. We got these volleyballs for my senior night, and all my teammates rode on it, and everyone was just like, I can't wait to watch you in your future. And they're just so invested in you as a person and as a player. So I just think it's that investment into each other that just really makes it unique. And they're absolutely hilarious. So I think it's really fun to be with them.
You've also been blessed to have really good coaches around you in your high school career too, both with Coach Bartlett and now Coach Herberger as well. What's the difference in dynamics between both of them, and what made both of them unique and help your career personally?
Coach Bartlett really pushed me. She told me what I needed to do to get to where I needed to be. And I think her putting me as a DS, I got so much in the defensive aspect, so it made me a very versatile player. And she always pushed me to be that 6 rotation player. You know, she put me on the right side. She really showed me all the positions, and I think that opened me up a lot as a player. And then Coach Herberger coming in this year, she just showed her investment in me from day one. She kind of made me fall back in love with the sport a little bit too. I love showing up to practice. I love playing at games because she's just constantly just her investment into me. She's so positive. She's constantly checking up on me, texting me. She's really pushed me to try to get a college career too. So I think she's just amazing.
You look at the entire experience, and I think you have a really good mind for it, Jordan. And the fact that you look at the whole experience and you realize these certain experiences have helped shape who you are today, too, whether good or bad. And I think that's a very mature mindset. But looking at that, I guess, is there a certain piece of advice, or are there certain pieces or certain quotes or certain things that someone's told you that really stick out along this whole journey from anyone, any coach or anything really?
I hear a lot from Coach Herbert this year, especially, that I need to focus on what I can control and let what I can't control just let it handle itself, because I do worry a lot. Like, that's just something that I like happens to be what I do. And she's told me it's calmed me down. It's helped me in my games instead of focusing on 20 other things about what I'm doing wrong. I think it really helps me focus on what I can control in the game. And even in my life, I use that as my life advice now. So just focusing on what you can control.
You talked about the interest in exploring a college career in the sport too. What are the current plans after senior year? Are they kind of up in the air? Are we kind of just floating day by day, seeing where it takes us?
Yeah, so I've known I wanted to play college from a young age. So I've kind of just been pushing towards that. I definitely want to play down south. So we'll see where that takes me. But I think I'm just gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna go in for business. So
I could be a little bit biased, folks, but I can absolutely vouch for having a Jordan Smith on your team, too. As she said, played multiple positions, very versatile, and is able to do it all over the court. Looking at this team, you guys are successful once again. You've won a conference once again in the AAC. It's 4 consecutive years for Fitch. You've been a part of some of that success. What's it mean to just kind of carry on that legacy of what this volleyball team and program has been the last few years?
it feels great. Fitch volleyball is just something different. Everyone knows Fitch volleyball, and I think that legacy that we do have, it's just an honor to be part of that and to carry it on. You really just want to push to carry on that legacy because it is just something special.
Between volleyball, softball, and I mean, heck, basketball and the girls' side has had some really good years as well in the last decade or so.
Yeah.
The girls' sports at Fitch have really been kind of carrying the torch of being successful programs all the way around. Does that mean something to you and the rest of the team, knowing that the girls' sports at Austintown Fitch have kind of been the flag holder as far as success is concerned the last few years?
Yeah, it does. It means a lot. Because I think women's sports can get overlooked at some point, but to really just carry on. I know we have multi-sport athletes on the volleyball team, and I think all of the girls' sports have just such a strong bond, and we show up for each other no matter what sport they're playing, and to watch your teammates succeed wherever they are is just amazing. So I think that strong bond that we have just really pushes us.
I know you're volleyball full-time. You absolutely love the sport, but you talked about multiple sport athletes. So if there was another sport that Jordan Smith was going to explore, what would be the sport you'd kind of dip your toes into?
I think I would 100% run track.
Do the track too? I mean, there are a lot of good track stars that have come from this area as well.
Yeah.
I talked about your volleyball full-time too, and if I'm not mistaken, Nova is your other team that you play for as well.
Yes, I actually switched clubs this year because
Okay.
I have a recruiter, and so it's out of Atlanta, Georgia. It's called Empower, and so I'm going to be playing for their national team this year.
So you talk about the experience prior to that and then the experience this year. What has that been like in comparison to the high school scene? I know it's obviously a different scene too. So compare that to the high school scene. What's that experience been like for you and helping you develop as a player?
Club is amazing. They really push you in your off season because it's all girls. You're paying to be there, so you're paying for every practice, and I think they really push you every single practice. They break down the skills. Nova was really good at that. Their practice plans were great. That's what really I think broke down my skill over the off season and helped me push as a player. Even just playing in tournaments there, these girls are insane. You're getting them from all over the country, and you have some of the top recruits that you're playing against. And I think like it just kind of pushes you because you want to be where they are. You want to be like the best that you can be. So I think it pushes you because you're playing with a bunch of these top girls around the area.
Looking at all the competition that you've played with and against too, who's served as kind of, I guess, a role model for you as a player, or one that you've looked up to? Maybe not to try to emulate, or maybe you have tried to emulate some of what they've done, but who's some of those players that you've kind of looked up to in the sport?
One big one was Jocelyn. That's my best friend, and I just remember literally from a young age in middle school, I was like, I can't wait to play on the court with Jocelyn Jordan because she just is such an energy, and it's such a unique energy and great teammate to play with. She's constantly picking you up. I would hit one ball out and she'd be right there by my side after telling me, it's okay, like get the next one, you got it. And she would celebrate everyone else's successes just as they were her own. And I think that was just so unique about her, was how she was just there for everybody and was just such a great teammate. And her play speaks for itself. She could put the ball down, and I think I just saw that, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I just want to be able to put the ball down like Jocelyn Jordan.
Well, I mean, I've seen what you've been able to do, and you've been able to smoke some down to the hardwood, and it's been a fun season to watch what you've been able to do. Now, I mean, you're in that seat too, where the young kids now and the middle schoolers are looking at you girls, and they're saying, I want to be like Jordan Smith when I get older. I want to be like that and get on that varsity court. What's some advice you'd give to those middle school girls, to those younger girls in the sport, about if they want to stay in the sport, they want to get to that high school level? What's some advice you'd give to them?
I would say to keep pushing. It doesn't matter who believes in you. It doesn't matter if at the end of the day you're the only one that has your back. I would say keep pushing and believe in yourself, because that's all it takes. It's just one person, and that's you.
And I mean, you look at what you've done in your career, it's been absolutely amazing. I want to take a step aside from the volleyball. Let's look at Jocelyn Jordan, the person, a little bit too. When we look at your school career too, I mean, you have, I think I saw 3.9 GPA. So you're pretty good in the classroom too. What's the favorite subject though?
I would say English. I love English.
That was one of mine as well too. But who's your favorite teacher there? I know the English department's got a lot of great teachers.
My favorite teacher for English would actually be my this year's teacher, Miss McCutcheon. She's just an absolute sweetheart. I love her.
I remember having Mrs. McCutcheon as well too back when I was in high school. Tuesdays with Maury was a huge book that we did in that class as well. Looking at the after wins, what's the favorite place to go after big wins? Is it a sweet treat, or is it a eat out spot?
I honestly would go for a home cooked meal. My mom's Italian, so she makes some good food.
So what's the favorite dish?
Probably chicken Alfredo.
Oh yeah, no doubt too. She got the homemade sauce as well. She whipped it all up. Oh man, home cooked meals are the best, no doubt. Looking at your favorite brand as far as like sports drinks or anything like that, what's your favorite pregame drink, or do you just stick with the old H2O?
I always get a Dunkin' refresher.
Which one?
Dunkin' refresher.
The strawberry
with green tea and less ice.
The specific order as well too, the Jordan Smith special, no doubt. Jordan, looking at as far as everything that you've done in Austin town as well, it's been so fun watching your career, and I mean, we can't wish you the best, more than enough as far as the best of luck is concerned in your college career as well. We hope that you do nothing but succeed. Before I let you go though, I can't let you go without giving a shout out to all your supporters too. So I want to give you that opportunity. Shout out the people that have been there for you, that have made you who you are and got you where you are today.
I'd like to thank my parents, just the constant support, the 45-minute drives to club, all my club tournaments that you showed up to. I don't think you guys missed a game in literally forever. So thank you for constantly showing me support. My coaches, these three coaches, there's something special about you. The coaching that you've given me, the kind words, the constant support is just something I haven't experienced in a coaching staff. My club coaches gave me a chance to really go out and push myself, especially in this off season. I had Coach Caleb, and he was just really just a kind person and very supporting. So those are who I'd like to give my shout outs to.
Well, Jordan, we again can't wish you more than enough luck as far as your future is concerned, as we are so excited to see where you end up and what you do as in your future years. As this has been a very special player profile with Austintown Fitch senior captain, outside hitter, Jordan Smith.
Gotta unmute myself. That is number one goal. Jordan Smith from Austintown Fitch joining Ty Bartell a little bit earlier on in the season. We thank Ty for his time doing a lot of player profiles for us. We also thank Jordan for her time. What a great senior. What a great player. Tremendous volleyball player. Just her approach in volleyball sense is what I find most impressive by her, because her ability to go down and get a ball and then just get right into her approach. Her transition is so fast, so well. I have no doubt that she would be a good track star, because I think that to do that, it takes a lot of lower body extremity muscles, and Jordan Smith obviously really good with her footwork and her transition game, vertical as well. So we wish Jordan Smith the best of luck playing for Empower Volleyball, the national team out of the ATL. You don't say. Volleyball out of Atlanta. I'm not gonna just leave that there. So leave that there. Let's dive into the scoreboard for the Knights. We'll bop from Monday to tonight. Obviously, the final scores for Monday soccer are still up there. Let's check out what's going on tonight in the Ysn family on tournament time. A lot of district semifinals in Division 1 and 4 tonight. One of them will be on the network. That'll be Lisbon going to Open Door Christian. I should say going to Olmsted Falls to play Open Door Christian. That will be broadcasted live on the network tonight. Also playing in district semifinals, Beaver Local at Indian Creek, East Liverpool and Minerva. Austintown Fitch, as we've said before, has a big one with Indy CL. Newton Falls and Western Reserve playing each other. You got Southern Local playing Canton Central Catholic. Wellsville, they're in Lisbon playing Ashtabula St. John. You got McDonald playing Lake Center Christian. And then you have Archbishop Hoban. They will be playing Brunswick at Valley Forge. You got Champion at Badger tonight. In boys soccer district semifinals, Newton Falls plays Kirtland. Oh, please. Someone just take care of Kirtland. Newton Falls, I'm your biggest fan right now. Until Kirtland's a YSN team, I just want to humble them up a little bit. I would love it. Love it. Come on, Newton Falls. Let's go. South Range, they are playing Warren JFK. This is probably the most anticipated boys soccer matchup of the night. A big one, 6 versus 3, but big programs, big traditions in both. And I think this is going to be a fun one between the Eagles and the Raiders tonight. Another fun one is going to be Poland Mooney boys soccer getting together for a district semi. Columbiana, they're traveling to Beechwood. Hubbard goes to Howland. That's a little local matchup, the Eagles versus the Tigers. Marlington traveling to Canfield as they try to get into the district championship game. We have Crestwood going to United tonight as well. And then one girls soccer playoff game is Beaver Local. They will go to Dover in the district semifinals to try to punch a ticket to the district championship game. So the Beavers and the Tornadoes doing work in girls soccer. That's how the schedule lines up tonight for district semifinal action. Make sure to get out there and support these teams in the district semifinal as they try to punch their ticket to the championship. Once again, Lisbon will be on the network in their district semifinal against Open Door Christian. That's going to be at North Olmsted Falls. North Olmsted? Is it North Olmsted Falls? I'm sorry. Olmsted Falls High School. Ty Bartell will be on the call. It'll be on YSN. Thanks to the kind sponsorship of R.L. Craig, paving the way for that game to be on the network. So we appreciate it, and make sure to tune into that. ysnlive.com/live is where you can find it. We'll be back tomorrow with recaps of all the action. We'll see what teams can advance to the district championship game. And we'll also, I believe, have Brian Tolnar tomorrow to recap a bunch of the state golf tournaments and to kind of get a season recap of golf in the high school level. So Brian Tolnar tomorrow as well as a recap of all the action. Don't miss it. Running Point 1 to 2 tomorrow, like always. Brought to you by Greenwood Chevrolet in Austin.